Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 17. I just watched Episode 16. If you want to see my reaction video about it, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. I'm gonna put the link also for the playlist that I made for Jujutsu Kaisen. You can watch all of my reaction videos to this anime into the chronological order. I made the same playlist on my Patreon. In fact, I make a playlist, for each show, each anime, each things that I'm reacting to, and each time, I'm really organized with that, with updating this reaction playlist, so you can have all of the videos into the chronological order, and you just have to watch them just like that. I'm doing that because it's something that I loved to do. And sometimes I receive some comments telling me that, oh, I rewatched all of the reaction videos to Avatar The Last Airbender, that was so cool. And I know that it's thanks to that playlist, so that's why I'm glad, and each time I'm repeating it at the beginning of each intro. Also, the quick reminder at the beginning of this intro about the fact that yes, I have a Patreon. On Patreon you have the full reaction part, my reactions and my thoughts to the entire episode in full opacity, and you have 4 episodes of advance. It's really a lot. 4 episodes of advance, it means 2 weeks of advance. It means that this week on my Patreon they have my reactions and my thoughts to the episode 21, if I'm right, with mathematics. So if you can be interested, you have my Patreon for that. And also that reminder that right there on YouTube with this video you have the intro and the review of the reaction video, but for the reaction part it's on my Patreon through a link. I'm forced to do stuff like that. It's not what I want, what I love to do, but I'm forced to do stuff like that. I hope that you understand and still you appreciate the fact that I'm not letting you behind. The other option, it would have been to not post anything, on YouTube anymore, to just post my reactions and my thoughts to Jujutsu Kaisen on my Patreon, but I decided that I didn't want to let you behind, so that's why I'm doing stuff like that. I hope that you appreciate, and yes, watch a little of this video, put a comment, to tell me that you appreciate, to help me, with YouTube, with everything. It can be useful. Okay, now we can talk about what happened during the previous episode. I'm tired of being in denial about the death of so many people at the same time. Even if I'm the queen of denial and I'm wearing that crown really proudly, still at some point I have my limits, even me as your queen of denial, I have my limits. But because I'm your queen of denial, I'm gonna take that as a challenge and I'm gonna continue to be in denial. For Nanami and Maki, they didn't die. Not like that. Not so quickly. Not into a scene which was not really a scene. We didn't see their body called eyes closed. So it didn't happen. No, they're not dead. I don't know what happened, but they're not dead. I don't know what happened to protect them, for them to not die during that moment, but they didn't die. And we are really close to this situation, someone who can heal them. So, so I'm gonna continue to think that. And also Panda and the other guy, Sukuna intervening, clapping his hands, and suddenly they disappear. They're not dead. Yes, he decided to save them, to send them away. For what reason? I don't know. For what reason he would decide to not kill people. But he didn't kill them. Panda. Huh? That's what I'm gonna think until you're gonna prove me the contrary, because same rule. Body cold, eyes closed. Right there I didn't see Panda's body cold on the floor, his eyes closed, so no, he didn't die. See, it's exhausting to be in denial. That much. Megumi fighting his dad, that was impressive because his dad was so powerful, but at the same time, it was not truly his dad, he was not truly present, and it's only when he saw Megumi's eyes that suddenly, oh, that's my son, and he remembered that moment during which he was awful, not considering his son at all, considering also that he could sell him, like... And yes, he was someone awful before, someone who didn't care about anyone, anything, and maybe remembering that, the awful person that he was, and also remembering that, hey, you're my son. He killed himself. During that moment, his mind, the part of him who was still him, you know, I don't know how to describe it, decided, okay, I'm not gonna do that, I'm not gonna kill my son. And what he said also about, you're not a Zenin, you're a Fujiguro, that's way better. Yes, during that moment he was present when before he was not, so he decided to kill himself. But I'm wondering about, did he see that Megumi was his son during that moment, or even before, and that's why he took Megumi with him out of the place? Megumi, did he understand that it was his dad or not? Because he didn't make any sentence, you know, line about that, so I don't know. I don't know what to think about all of that. Sukuna and Volcano Spirit, can't remember his name, fighting, that was impressive. The pictures, the lights, everything during that moment, it was impressive. I was so conflicted during that moment because I didn't want for any, you know, of them to win. I didn't want for Sukuna to win, for sure. It was awful of what he did. But I didn't want for the spirit to win neither, because inside of Sukuna we have Yuji. So yes, I was just conflicted as hell during that moment. And I'm just thinking about Yuji, who is inside, who is maybe fighting to take the control again. Like, it's almost like I'm imagining him inside of his own body, you know, like being like that, you know, trying to get out. I'm imagining it like I can feel him fighting. Maybe I'm going too far and I have a big imagination, too big imagination, but it's like that. It's the second part of the episode, you know, they are called the same, the last episode and this one. So we're gonna continue with this situation. I want to know the truth about Nanami, Maki and Panda. So I'm not gonna have to be in denial during one more week, you know, waiting for the next session of binge watching. Can you do that for me, please? Oh, and the guy who attacked Megumi, the blonde guy, the blonde boy. During the previous episode, I swore in French and I made fingers at my screen because of him. I think that it's also because of the fact that he's proud of attacking only the weakest, and I think that it's so lame, it's so unfair. I think that it's really also that part of me. Like, even in real life, I have really something against things, situations which are unfair. It's making me so mad. I think that right there, it's also that, you know, which played into the fact that I was so mad at him. Not just because it was Megumi and all of that, you know. And at the end of the previous episode, we saw that something was attacking him. Kill him! Kill that boy! I don't care. Okay, I'm gonna stop right now this intro. Let's go for this episode. Remember again that if you want, you have my Patreon, on which you have these reaction videos with 4 episodes of advance, the full opacity, the full reaction part, and for this YouTube video, you have the reaction part into the description. Nanami is not dead, I knew it, and Maki, she's not dead, I'm pretty sure of it, and same for Panda, I don't know how and why Sukuna would have saved them, you know, by clapping, but he did, and twice now that I'm finishing an episode, and the only first reaction that I have is Like really that. Previous episode I swore in French and I did the fingers at the screen, and this episode I almost cried at the end. That's it. And maybe I didn't feel it, but at some point I talked with my dolphin voice. These 2 episodes were maybe a little too much, you know, like for the level of emotions, for the intensity. But at the same time, I'm glad that I watched these 2 episodes together on the same day, because they are working together, and me, I didn't know that. Remember that I'm not reading, searching for any spoilers. Even the titles of the episodes, you know, for me are spoilers, so I didn't know about that. I'm really being extra careful with it, and so far so good. But yes, I'm glad that I watched them together, but at the same time, really beginning of this episode, blonde guy appearing, me being like, okay, someone, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. I was really like, oh wow, so good, Megumi, you created something so amazing, so big to kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Ah, Sukuna, why are you there intervening? Why the fuck are you saving him? You yourself, you're saying that it's a piece of shit. And that reveal, in fact, if that piece of shit, that blonde guy is getting killed, Megumi is gonna die. Ha! So now, I have to fight, you know, to support you, Sukuna, against that creature, so blonde guy is not gonna die. Like, my main goal for this episode is gonna be for blonde guy to not die. I just wanted for this one to die, to suffer like hell. I'm glad that at the end it happened. I'm glad that justice was done at the end, and that fucking asshole who was only targeting the weakest died. Ha! And the fact that he died thinking that he could escape from that situation once again, even better. That fight, already during the previous episode, the fight Sukuna against Volcano Spirit, it was looking beautiful on screen. The colors, the lights, the trains themselves, all of the fire things, you know, it was looking beautiful. This episode was looking beautiful as well. But I think that for sure the drawings, I thought that they were impressive. But see, I'm not saying that it was beautiful. It was more impressive than beautiful. I don't know how to say it. In the sense that during the previous episode, I was amazed. Oh wow, it looks so good. During this episode, I was like, oh wow, what the fuck is happening? How any of you can win against the other one? Like, it was more because of the intensity of this combat and the fact that what they put to each other, you know, into the face of each other, at the end they were sending cars and buildings to each other. That was impressive, fucking impressive. But at the end, Sukuna managed to destroy that creature. Lucky managed to destroy an entire area and all of the people who were hiding there. That was awful. The fact that after that he killed blonde guy, I'm glad. The fact that he saved Megumi, I'm glad. He said it, he needed for Megumi to survive because he needs something from him. I don't know what really, but he knows that. The fact that after saving Megumi, like, he could have saved Megumi and let Yuji take back the control of the body at that same place, you know. But no, he took back Yuji to the other place. Like, he took really Yuji in front of all of what himself Sukuna destroyed. Do you understand what I mean? Like, Sukuna did it on purpose to destroy Yuji, heart and mind. See what I did with your body? See what I did? Because you couldn't take the control and all. I destroyed everyone and everything. A nuclear explosion, really. I did that with your body, with you inside of me. For Yuji to scream that he wants to be killed, it broke my heart so much. I'm glad that at the end he's changing his mind, he's more like, okay, no, in fact I need to fight, so I'm gonna be something else than a murderer, because right now he thinks that he's a murderer because Sukuna, inside of him, taking the control of him, did that. But no, he's not a murderer, but I understand his feelings and it's breaking my heart that he has that feeling. Nanami appearing at the end, I'm glad. Nanami, Maki and Panda, they're still alive. I don't care about what you think, what you're gonna say, they're still alive. Until the anime is proving me the contrary, they're gonna be alive. Really, all of the memories coming back to Yuji's mind about what Sukuna did at the end. Can you imagine? You're opening your eyes again and you remember everything that Sukuna did. It's so awful. That was 2 intense episodes, like, I feel exhausted. It was amazing, visually it was really impressive. I'm wondering if the rest of the season is gonna look the same. Really, these 2 episodes that I watched today looked different than the rest of the season. I knew that this episode 17, again, I'm gonna repeat what I said at some point, the fact that one of you guys told me that for the episode 17, I needed to be careful because different versions exist and that the first one which was out was not a good one, the studio and people were mad about it, so you have the right version at some point. So we checked with one picture, a non-spoiler picture, that I had the right version, I had it. But for example, I didn't know that it would be the same for the episode 16, that the episode 16 would look also different, and I don't know if the next episode is gonna be the same or not, they're also gonna look different. I really don't know. But clearly I'm glad because these 2 episodes were beautiful as hell. Emotionally exhausting, intense for my nerves, but they were really nice, really cool. Tell me, what did you think about them, these 2 episodes, the first time that you watched them? I want to have your opinion about it. You had to wait 1 week to have this second episode, you know, the episode 17? How did you wait, you know, how did you wait? Okay, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Hey.